How's it going, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you how to make the Reese bass from Laing, Good Love. Here's a preview of what you all have made by the end of the video.
Baby, the things I could do, yeah, you will learn something new. If only I could be who I am.
Great, so this is actually a preset from my Speed Gouge Volume 3 Serum preset pack. You can get this from the link in the description. This pack makes it so easy for you to make insane speed gouge like Silver Bumper, Interplanetary Criminal, Notion, and many, many more. Definitely check it out. As I said, the link is in the description. It's also in the Ultimate Bundle, which means you get all the packs for a much, much cheaper price. So yeah, definitely check that out if you want to up your production game. Great, so let's start with the MIDI so you can follow along. It's really simple. It's just the F. It stops a little bit earlier than the full bar. Up to the G sharp. Again, that stops early. And then down to the C sharp. It's amazing what sort of sounds you can make with just 3 notes. Great, so click menu, initiate the preset. This is going to take you to sort of stock Serum. We then want to go to analog basic shapes and select a saw wave. Again, I'll select B, analog basic shapes, saw wave. Pitch them down by 2 octaves. It's going to sound like this. You then want to detune to go plus 32 on this or thereabouts, and then minus 32 on this one. So we're pretty much already there. Now to just sort of tone that sound down a bit. So we're going to turn the filter. This form of synthesis is called subtractive synthesis because you're taking away the sort of frequencies you don't need. So that's why we're going to use this filter to take out some of the top end. You just boost that up. You can add some res. Depends how you want it to sound. Put it on notes mode. So yeah, when you put it on notes mode, it means that the higher the note, then the more it's going to open up, as well as the lower. So we'll just play it through. Goes up a little bit, and then when it drops down more, letting in less high end. It just makes it sound a lot more interesting and sounds more professional. So what we can do now is just go over to the effects. We can make it a bit wider using this hyper dimension. So turn the hyper off, bring the dimension up. Obviously went all the way up, it's too much. Sounds like a swarm of bees. If you bring it down to about 16%, 20%, it's a nice sort of sweet spot. You could then do the same thing with a chorus. But if you put way too much in, it's going to wash out the sound, so keep it quite low. What we then do is add an EQ, because their version has a little bit more high end, which helps to add a little more power. So just get any EQ8, boost the top, and then lower the bottom. We're then using this wider, so if I start at 0, it's in mono, and this is adding lots of stereo width. So you can do too much, that's probably too much. But around here is the sort of sweet spot. But then because we're making it so much wider, there's actually a newer version of this by Polyverse. It's free, by the way, so definitely download it. And it's actually got an EQ which stops you making the low end wide, but I've not got that version. So I'm using this. This is called a utility. So go to Effects, Utility. So then you just come here, Bass Mono, drag that in. You click this basically, and then you can select what sort of notes are going to be mono. So I just went all the way up to 500. And then lastly, just to brush it off even more, give it more space, you can use reverb. Or you can come over here, which I already had on, and this is a send reverb, so you can dial this in basically, and then rather than the dry signal going through these and it getting washed out, you can add this on top. So if I exaggerate, you'll be able to hear it better. But yeah, you want to keep that about 2, and put the mix, I don't know, about 7. It's quite subtle, but it helps give it some space. We've also got a lot of other stereo fields going on, so the wider and obviously the effects we've added here, so you're not going to notice it too much. Great, guys, thank you very much for watching. I will see you next week for another banger. Cheers.